Hi stargazers, I know that you guys are doing good wherever this video finds you, and I want you guys to know that it doesn't matter where you guys are at. My name is Becca. I'm Adrian. Hi stargazers, how are you guys doing? I know that you guys are doing good wherever this video finds you. And as we say here, just because you're in a bad place right now, it doesn't mean that you're gonna stay there. My mission and my job here is to go ahead and let you know that there is infinite possibilities for you. You don't need to have anyone believe in you. It's about you knowing that you are whole and that you believe in yourself and that you can do anything. But don't forget to live life, or don't be so eager to want to have all the answers, or don't try to have all the answers. It's about you just having the time of your life, but learning to evolve from the mistakes that you do. Don't keep yourself in a place of guilt or in a place of numbing yourself. Because every day is a new day. And it is what you decide to do with it. And right now, I'm hearing that this is going to be a very deep, a very sacred, a very magical reading. My name is Adrian Paige, and I'm here to let you know that you are infinite. I've seen things that I can't explain, and I do this in the hometown, or the city where I'm from, and I've been able to go ahead and find a form of abundance for myself by doing this. Most importantly, it's just about knowing that I'm stoned. Just don't forget to laugh, have fun, let loose, stop having so much expectations, do things accordingly, find balance so you're not stressed, you're not frustrated. Will it be hard to get out of let's say you have a mess in the house, or it's a disorganization. Is it hard to want to break that? Yes, but it's the fact of just doing it, because that's the only way you're gonna do it. If not today, then when? Tomorrow is never promised. Right now, it's a sacred time. This reading right here is for individuals who are in a relationship, who are in something that is not fulfilling you. And it's been this way for a while already. I want to say, I'm seeing the number 4, maybe even 10 months. Remember, it doesn't have to be this number, but this reading right here, guys, I try to be very specific. And if you are young, and I'm saying like in high school, this part wouldn't be for you because you have your whole life ahead of you. Only apply this if it resonates. What I'm getting here for this actually is that you guys have maybe started off as friends. And it was a very beautiful thing because it was something that you just didn't expect. And what I'm getting is it was you or your specific... How weird. We're talking about this and obsession. Obsession. Okay, so one of you was starting to develop feelings, and it's like one of you made the actions to make it a point that you liked the other one, or you liked them, you know what I mean? Or they liked you. And it was like maybe you didn't see them like that, or you just couldn't comprehend it just yet. And it was also maybe for them that they just weren't ready. But whatever it was, you guys came together and a love surfaced. And I'm getting that there was a very beautiful love here. But I'm also getting that there was a form of maybe entering addiction. I'm getting a form of maybe entering into career, and maybe one felt like they weren't providing enough, and maybe this could be the feminine was doing really good and maybe providing, and it's like the masculine didn't feel like he was able to provide, or it's just like, rather than saying, you know, get it, babe, or I'm proud of you, you probably dealt with a lot of like negative comments, or you're staying out late, or it's just, there was a lot of insecurities coming out. There was a lot of pain that wasn't being felt. And that what I'm getting is that you don't wish anything bad. But it's like, you know that you're not being fulfilled. And you keep telling yourself, if this resonates, that, you know what, am I going to do this? Am I going to want to leave? And I want to say that you're talking to just anybody who would just listen, because maybe you've been isolated, maybe you don't really talk much, but it's like when you do, you just feel comfortable to a point, or you just really just are a very real person that when you share, it's just you share your heart. You're a diamond. You're not one in a million, you're not one in a billion, you're one in the universe. And I want to cry because for me, true love is not the whole part of the body of, yes, in a part, yes, but the way I see it is like, yes, you can hear each other in the physical, but it's like they have this thing where you lock eyes and you have the ability to not see the body, not the anything, but it's just like your eyes have such a deep connection that they intertwine. And it is the acceptance and the embodiment to carry one and to lift one up. It is a sacred, oh my God, sacred. It is a sacred union. And this may be a time for you where you have to go ahead and have that for yourself. And it's not to say that you won't find love or that it's not coming in, but you're so much on a different level that this reason this relationship happened, the reason it came across you was because you had to go ahead and awaken. So that's why I say embrace the pain and embrace the beauty, because you need to see the beauty in all the things that happen in life, because it is knowledge, it is experience, it is knowing that, you know what, I could also choose to follow and listen to what has been taught, or I could break the cycle and be like, no, I'm going to actually research this because this is the actual fact. And even then, it is knowing that there is infinite truths. And let's just say there was nothing, because I always like to say this, but if there was nothing when I passed away and it was just black, at least I experienced what I would call paranormal, abnormal, or magical moments, or unexplainable moments that I couldn't explain, but it was something that came in to give me faith to keep going. Even though if it was my end and it was like there was black, I still lived my whole life finding a way, knowing that I create my world and I create my reality. To have faith is to have no doubt, so keep going. Because even if there was nothing, at least you lived every day to the fullest potential. I know it can be hard when we are stuck. I know it can give us anxieties, traumas, but it is an illusion to keep you stuck where you're at. And I hear you, because I have gone through certain issues of my own. But you know what? I always say 1, 2, 3 when it came to anxiety, going out, breaking the boundaries and pushing the barriers, because you know what? I refuse to come into this world and live as a slave, especially in my mind, when that should be the one place that I should be free. So I hope that this message lets you know that, you know what? Even though they may not agree with me, or we may not see eye to eye, that doesn't mean that I don't love you, or that you can go your way and I go my way. And we need to both do some self-discovery. But the point is, if you are unhappy, it is okay for you to get out. It is okay for you to explain that. And again, it's like I say, if you are truly meant to be, and you guys match at the same frequency, they will always find their way to you.
Hello? Whoa.
Hello? You see, confirmation. The colors blue and white. White is purity. And again, I said this is a very pure one. This is a message for someone who is just like the way you are, is one in the universe. However, it wasn't the dynamic on this part. It was maybe you trying, and it was like you maybe have not been in relationships that much before. This could have been a first or maybe a second. You were maybe never chosen or really got to have an experience as far as going on dates and that, and it's just you kind of wanted to be picked. And it's kind of knowing that you weren't picked maybe in the situation, but it's not to make you feel less, but it's you knowing that, you know what, I can't wait here. Even if you guys have left the relationship now, or for those of you who have separated, you came from a situation that was hard, and I'm getting the help. Look at you. Because as bad as those moments were, and if you have separated yourself, look at how far you've come. Look at where you are right now. And it was not all for nothing, but do not live in fear. Now should be the time to go even harder, because you know what? You broke out. And when you're breaking out, you're going to hit barrier and barrier, or you're going to get a lot of false illusions to go ahead and let you think that you are not going forward, that you are not making progress. And that is the part when you must walk in faith and know that, you know what? I will keep going. I don't have to see the results. I know that I live in a miraculous world. I know that I'm abundant. I know that it is my birthright. I know that what is meant for me will truly be for me. But it's about me just leveling up and going with these experiences, knowing that I don't have to have an answer. But you know what? I don't have to know it all. I can just go ahead and feel. It is about you knowing that you are whole. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have someone come in, but it's also about knowing, do not settle. To settle is to let the universe know that, you know, I am okay with this type of frequency. No. Take faith in leaping in the unknown, even though you do not know what is there. I'm going to pause the video, guys, because my mama called me. Hey, guys, and we're back. And I guess I'm going to leave it there as far as that part. And this part is now coming in where it's like the whole sacred. And it's like what you have to believe that you are, because you are a sacred being. You are sacred. Whether there is billions of us on this earth, however it works, it is knowing the fact that you are here, and the fact that you are here in this experience, the fact that you are alive in the most greatest time to be alive. You do matter and you are seen. And I'm sorry if you have been made to feel that way. And plus, I hope that I can offer you guys that in this community. I will always respond. But I guess what I'm saying too is all of this time now, it's like in a cycle for these people who are in a relationship or who have left, or who have just struggled in leveling up and maybe felt like they went down, whether it was like losing an apartment, or whether it was losing a home, whether it was living with friends, or whether it was fallouts, or even people just walking away, or if it was just even disagreements with the family. And it just may have felt, even as far as the family, that people were just coming at you for no reason. Or what I'm hearing is that there were unnecessary remarks or kind of like comments. And it was kind of like, you need to be quiet because it's being said to you, and I'm the one who's older or the adult, and it's like, you need to have respect for me. And it's like, no, because it's like, yes, you do need to have respect the way I see it. It's kind of like, learn to give your energy, but I'm also being told to, like, even if you let it slide, like, no, like, don't stay there. But even that is a point of like speaking up for yourself, because it is like no longer that you're not meant to go ahead and be told no, not to be quiet or not to feel anything. I'm being told that you need to just handle things accordingly, because it's like better to have one monkey than two monkeys, I guess. Ultimately, have love, have empathy, because the letter E, empathy too. It is about empathy and knowing that even if this person did me dirty, girl, I'm going to have love for you. I'm going to have love for you at a distance, because you can still be at your table. I can be at my table. And God has enough for everyone, you know? Dios tiene para todos. It's also about you just knowing that, you know what? I know that I see this. I know that this is not okay. And you also taking the time to communicate it in a proper time, because what I'm also getting is that you are sacred, because you have allowed maybe your family to see things in a different way. And it's like coming through now as they didn't always accept you, or they didn't always know how to see you, or they just thought maybe you weren't going to do something, like in a sense, like maybe your parents had a plan for you, but it's like you did not go with that plan. And it's coming through in a sense that you need to go forward with whatever it is that you want. And even though people may have an expectation, it's about you having a higher mindset to know that that's not the reality. And you shouldn't even care, because it's about you knowing that, you know, as long as you're being respectful, doing the things of what you have to do, then yeah, just communicate that boundary. And ultimately, it's just about respect and coming together. We can be disagreement, but that doesn't mean you have to make a comment. That doesn't mean that you have to be antagonizing. It's just like truly being adults and saying, you know what, I love you so much that I'd rather not lose you. I'd rather keep you here at home. And rather than like say something stupid, because again, tomorrow's never promised, something sacred. And if you are sacred, it is knowing that you are sacred, and you need to take yourself out of anything that is limiting you, is the message. It is about you knowing, you know what, this is the life that I am given. I'm alive in this opportunity, and even if I'm in a situation or in an environment that is not good for me, what can I do? Let me work with what I have around me, doing it in the right way. Because if you do something negative, it will not allow you to stay in the position you are. It will leave you fast. If it is a form of a dirty money, it will always just catch up with you. And these moments that catch up with you, they are moments for you to wake up and say, you know what? Maybe I did not do the right thing. Maybe I was not in the right mindset, but you know what? It is okay. I can still change because tomorrow is a new day, but let me take advantage of this new day. Do the work in the mind to calm the mind, silence the mind. But that you are sacred, because whatever you've gone through, you've not been changed of mind. In other words, like you've not been corrupted. You still maybe get like a little moments of loneliness or not feeling understood is what I'm getting, or just moments like I can't get a break. I'm getting financial crisis. I'm getting moms who are getting frustrated with the children or overwhelmed. And it's not wrong with, because remember, you're human. But I'm getting that you are doing it all. And that's where it's coming at you with a masculine and feminine, that you need to go ahead and be whole within yourself first. And do not settle for something that comes in, for something that is not going to give you what you truly want. Do not settle when the answer is being told to you on what the situation is or what one is looking for. Do not settle if it is not your couple, or if it is not ideal to what you're looking for. Have dignity. Just know there's not a time rush, a time limit. It's like everything's going to happen the way that it is. But you know when to do it, because it's in your heart. Listen to your heart, because only you know when something is happening. It's about you taking your power back. That's what this reading gives you. It's about you knowing that, you know what, I'm not alone in what I'm going through. Who cares what people are going to think? Who cares what they say? I know that I'm still going to go forward doing whatever it is that I want to do, because I deserve to be happy. Have I made mistakes? Yes, absolutely. Have you made mistakes? Follow whatever it is that you guys want to preach, and that could even be saying cast thy first stone. But it's about knowing that you don't even have to say anything, that you don't have to have the last word. The moments that you know, or you have a calling, you will know this. You'll feel called to speak up in a situation. Listen to that. And you only have to state something once. The moment it is not being understood, or it's just constant, like, do not continue, simply walk away and pull your energy, because you're leaking energy at that point. And it's like, no, don't give in to hate, because you guys are the sacred ones. You guys are the secret weapon. And that's what I'm getting. You're going to see magical things in my videos. I come off a little crazy. I want to share my story, but something always magical happens. Not all, well, usually. I don't like to have limits on what it is that I do, but for myself personally, it lets me dive into that childhood of myself of being a witch. And also because of the upbringing I had. And again, I'll say how my grandfather would say, you could choose to believe it or not. But I don't say that word lightly, because it doesn't mean what people think it is. Like, oh, magical this, or like, it comes with a form of persecution. I want to say a part of me died. And it was learning lessons that I didn't have a choice to learn. I don't want to cry. I don't want to do that. But I went for it. I can't stand you guys. But I went forward regardless of everything, and I could have become bitter, I could have become angry, and you know what? I didn't do things to want to do it for people to like me, for people to see me. No, I did things because, you know, it was who I was, not even to impress God. And I don't regret how anything played out in my life, because I felt like I developed this connection on my own. And it's not for me to tell you how I developed mine, but it's about you knowing that it is about you going within yourself. Because what you're searching for, if you are searching, or if you're not searching, you may not understand this then, because you have a calling to know that there's so much more. You can't put your finger on it, I guess. But you know that, like, you're searching for something that is unexplainable. But you end up going on a journey, and then you end up, like, following things, or things present themselves. And that's what I like to call divine timing. And it's like, this is the divine timing for those who maybe felt that they were left behind or forgotten or not chosen. It's like, it may not be in the form that you want just yet, but it's like you were chosen by the One, the Almighty, the All, the Infinite, the Source, the God that you claim as your God. But it's knowing that you are seen, you are heard, and you're acknowledged, and that all of this has not been for nothing. But these moments, let them awaken you to know that, oh, you know what? I'm awake. I don't like how this is going. Why am I still following these things if they do not fulfill me? Why am I still following trends? Why am I associating with this group that doesn't make me really feel like I'm a part of the group? Why am I with this person who is belittling me, who doesn't even maybe sleep in the same bed as me? Or if it's just like, I don't have to live in anxiety. It's about you guys knowing that the time has come for you to now push a little harder now. And I'm not saying that you haven't, but it's just like find the little strength that you can find, because this message is like not just said because it's understood that, you know what, it is hard. But I'm saying you got this and you need to keep going, and that there's going to be a form of a sign for you. It can be within music. I'm getting within the colors. I'm getting within the aura, or you may see little like bright orbs that pop in the corners of your eye, or it could be like you feel like a staticky tingling or numbing in the legs or in the feet. You just need to keep going, because it's like as soon as you are getting close to whatever this time is of whatever it is you want to call it, the tower, if you want to call it like the death of you, or if you want to call it from the void to the, oh my god, it's gonna bother me. It's not the ethereal, it's gonna bother me, guys. I'll put it in here when I remember, but yeah. It's like the in-between. But yes, anyways. It's like you guys are at that point, and look at all the progress that you've done. Look at all the progress you made to come forward. It was not for nothing, and don't let it be for nothing. Release the expectation of how it is that you want to get somewhere, or don't be so hard even on yourself, but just know that, you know what? As long as I have faith, and even if I don't see the results, think of it like energy. You have to build the momentum. But also think of it like a child, because that's what I use as my inner child. I never lost my inner child. I never lost it. But connect with how it is that your inner child would want to do things. Just see it, feel it, how would it be, and just see it done. And when you have that and you combine it with a miracle goal, anything or in any day is possible. Anything in any day is possible. And I've seen it. I really have. So yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and dive in. But you are definitely awakening, or you're at a point now where it's like you're leveling up. And you may have done it on your own, but it's like you're the level up. And it's like you need to feel special. You really don't have to have an answer for everything. But it's just like truly understanding if this resonates is because you truly are one in the universe. Knowing that you are in control of how you want to do things in life. Because you never know who is watching you, who is looking at you, who you're inspiring. And that makes a difference. So do it, because when you do that, you cause a spark within the whole collective to then awaken. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish this message. Because, yeah. But I split the deck on 30, which is Sacred Divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. And then I have 26, Love and Light. Act with care. And I did say that this was about you coming into whole, loving yourself. And you're like, oh, shut the imagine. Okay. I'm getting rebirth. I'm getting very like fiery colors, like the phoenix has risen, or something more than the phoenix, because it's like the phoenix is so overdone, not like in a wrong way, because it's like a respect thing, but it's like what you are, it's like you're a sacred phoenix, if anything. It's like this is a sacred reading. And I need you to believe in it, because you know what? Things do happen. Miracles happen. When you live in a world of saying, oh, I'm always getting this, or you know what? People are just like this, or just like that. I don't know. But I got nervous. I did not mean it. Just came out like that. But you are not living in a world where you call that. Okay. I might have to edit that part out because I don't want to have problems now. Okay, so we have 2, but the first one that came out was 27, meditation. And right here they're saying improvements require persistence. Keep going, like I said. Meditate, ground yourself. If you're being hit and it's one thing, people are targeting you, put your tongue at, hold it there, and just You don't have to say nothing, but when you do that with your tongue, you're keeping your energy at a high point to know that, you know what, it is going to be fine. You're keeping your energy balanced. And then I always envision a light around me, and whatever color you like, that's for you to do the research on it so you can dive in, because when you dive in, it opens a different world for you to connect with how you view things. But again, meditation improvement requires persistence, and I'm getting that you made progress, but now it's like taking that extra push to just go and ground yourself during moments of like just the chaoticness. Ground yourself and take control of your mind, because in your mind, that is the one place that you need to feel safe and secure. 29, we have open intuition, seek clarification. Open intuition, seek clarification. Open intuition, seek clarification. Open intuition. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this. Okay, guys, so this is a confirmation with 29, open intuition. It means seek clarification, but the message is saying, from the Sacred Spirit Reading Cards deck by Anna Stark, it is a powerful message to clear your mental noise. It is an invitation from your spirit guides to trust your gut feelings, but also to slow down and ask confirmation. I don't know if you heard that little knock, but to ensure you are receiving true insight rather than just interpreting your own anxieties as spiritual messages. And that's what I said too. It's about knowing to know that, like, you know what? If I have a form of getting an anxiety, 1, 2, 3, just go for it, because it's about facing these fears and knowing that, you know what? You were not given anything that you cannot handle, but confirmation. Salem, honey, hush! But that you basically are just gonna go within yourself. Even with the meditation, that's like a perfect message, because it's about trusting your gut feelings and learning to build that. And even if you're not at a point where you really can say that I don't really know if I have a good intuition or that, what's like about you just practicing. But if you're ever in moments and you don't know what to do, or you're around people and you're not really sure how to feel about them, well, listen to your body. But that should always be your way of how to do things. If you're still developing your intuition, does this person make you like chiden, or like do they make you clench your hands, or do you breathe fast, or do you, like, you know what I mean, like listen to how your body reacts around certain situations. When this card appears, it signifies the need to reset your psychic antenna. You may be receiving many messages, but you are likely misinterpreting their meaning or acting too quickly on the first whisper. Discernment. Is what you were feeling coming from divine insight, or is it hidden fear and anxiety? And for me, guys, personally, I always say, for how I got this an understanding, is that it is always good. It is always love. It is how you see the situation. But my guides personally have never said anything negative or evil or just like destruction. It was always just very good. It was always uplifting. It's never negative, like things that are just like make you have a fear, anxiety, I guess. But you need to pause, give yourself permission. And I said it's about slowing down. Give yourself permission to slow down. The universe will not get offended if you ask for more signs or for more clarity. But it's also releasing the expectation of when you expect these signs and allow them to happen on their own. Find things that you love to do in this time. Do hobbies. Discover your talents. Learn as much as you can about your body, because it's like, this is a gift. This is something to utilize and take advantage of whatever it is that you have to take advantage of. Reevaluating signs. You may be trying to figure out a specific situation and feeling confused. Take time and nurture or meditate to clear the fog and your inner compass. It is designed to help heal stagnant energy and awaken your higher self. And it's also, like I said, guys, it's the perfect confirmation that you need to just go ahead and just do it. Move past it and just like one step at a time, but get it done now. Okay, I'm going to just take the bottom of the deck. We have 16, expansion. And I'm not hearing 16 as the tower moment. I don't know how this works, but I'm also getting like with Krishna coming through and the color blue. And I think I did say this, blue, white, but I think I did say this in the early part of the video. But Krishna was one of the ones who became like the fully perfect Ascendant Master, I believe. Don't quote me. But I think it's because he learned to master 16 different things that was needed to be mastered. And that's what this is giving. I'm like, and sacred, it's giving like you were gonna be that one. or part of that 1% collective that is gonna do what Krishna. Sorry, how weird, because I did my Isaac a Galactic thing, but it's just for okay. But anyways, it's kind of like that 1% who is like the Christ consciousness, that Krishna, but like to the point where it's like, not that one is about the other. It's just kind of how it's however you see it, but it's just knowing your higher self, basically the highest self that you can achieve. You just have to see it done. And with 16, I'm going to choose to see it like that, because even after the tower moment, those tower moments are what cause the expansion, because it's like rather something explode or fall down and be on something that will not fall down or crumble. A new foundation. A rebirth. And it's like I said, something different from the phoenix. I did say that. Something, because not that it's overdone, but it's like you are the magma, I guess, like the magma from the center of the earth. And I'm not saying it like in a how way either, because it's just, I'm just saying like you're rising, like your heat is gonna, it's just like a different energy. So yeah. You could also be working on a 6-pack. Imagine. Don't be drinking those 6-packs, guys, on Friday nights. We're going to go ahead and pull an angel number for this. Let's see what the angels want to say. And I do things in numerology too, so I always like to count the numbers. I'm just kind of like at it, I guess. But, yeah. So, I'm going to say 1, 1, 1. Or 2, no. Yeah, let's leave it there. 7, 7, 7. And that's it. So whenever this card comes out for me, guys, for me, that is them saying it is like, that's all we need to know for right now. Because it's basically the instructions, like the manual on how to read the cards, but I'll still read it. But we have 7, 7, 7, which is 7, 14, 21. 21 is 3, but here they're saying alignment. So with alignment, they're saying your progress is recognized and your alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel the source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. Again, your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. Your affirmation is, I blossom and bloom as I use my gifts. All things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. Next we got 13, 13, and it's like I said, the death, guys. The death to the rebirth, but that would be 4, 4. That's 8. The infinite, the sacred. So with clarity, it says, as the storm passes, the clarity is felt faster than the lightning. This is confirmation, guys. That's why I like to channel and do that first, because everything is just, it comes out, and that's what I'm saying. It's nothing ever negative. It's like, if anything, letting you know that, you know what, you went through that. But you know, I'm sorry no one was there to help you get through that. But I'm here telling you that, you know, you are seen. You need to go forward and see the best for yourself, because if not, you're going to stay in something that you're not meant to stay in. I'm here in the best way that I can in this video telling you that, you know what, if I can do it, you can do it. So the divine is reminding you that clarity is readily available. All you have to do is ask. You have weathered the storm, and now the sky is clearing. Your affirmation is, loving energy surrounds me, and I trust the clarity I feel is the answer I need. And reminder, angel whispers are the guidance that is always within you. And I tell you guys, it is about you knowing. You can hear different people, but always apply whatever they tell you in your own way. Or as far as like, if you want to try something, like do it in your own way. If they inspire you, that's great, but do it in some way that you love doing it in your own way, because that's how you get to know yourself. And it is about you knowing that everything you seek is about you going within yourself. I'm just here along the journey to go ahead and just share my story and share collective messages that go ahead and I feel help to awaken or push others to know that, you know what? We live in a miraculous world. Anything is possible. So in this moment, close your eyes and ask, what is my next right move? And place your trust in the first answer you receive. As your higher self is always connected to what is best for you. Trust, believe, and know that what is truly meant for you will always be for you. Keep walking with your head held high, stargazers, and dignity and humbleness and empathy. Two wrongs don't make a right. And sometimes you have to be the adult. And I'm not saying it doesn't mean that you have to get even. I'm just saying that the Creator handled it. Do not let yourself going from this sacred, infinite being to going to what others do, or just you're one in the universe, remember. Thank you so much, stargazers. I truly appreciate you guys, and till next time. Thank you.